And then I got to switch to the Android to get the link because none of these technologies work together. Well, yay. All right, I got it finally. We're back. Where am I? Where's the main screen? Oh, I'm still on YouTube. Sorry, people. Very choppy start here, but we officially are live now before the cable companies. Haha. And we are here with myself, Poor Man's Commish, Warriors Credential Inside, with my new Oakland Forever hat for good luck. And I never told you guys, but this background of mine is chased when they had the fires nearby. And so I thought it would be cool, but I think I'm going to retire this background after today. So last chance on that. We're here with Gabe Johnson from our Let's Go Warriors Discord server. You guys know him from previous lives that we've done. And the legendary Paul Wong, the dub agent on social media, the guy basically who brought us We Believe, the man, the myth. Here he is, Paul Wong. Thanks for joining us.
Man,
so
my pleasure.
Happy to have you.
My pleasure, Rich.
Can we get a little background from you, maybe a little story of just how you came to bring that famous sign of yours to Oracle for the Mavs Warriors series? And while you're doing that, I'm going to go and start telling people what the direct link is for this. All right. So go ahead.
All right. Oh wow, storytelling time. I'm gonna date a little bit, Gabe. So what are we looking at? 06, 07 before We Believe is cool. I'm no different than any one of us right here in Dub Nation. And it's just that it's one of those things where I put it out there. It was I think it was earlier in the year of 07. Everything had to be perfect for the Warriors to get into the playoff. And I remember it was the Detroit game. One thing led to another. The team got healthier. I remember coming back. It's funny, Rich, great job today, by the way. It's just timing wise. I'll never forget it was against the Denver Nuggets when the first, when it was the first We Believe sign. I remember walking to my seats in Oracle, and I had that famous yellow sign that I have in my restaurant, and it was just really weird that day. It was really weird simply because it was like some type of religious night. Like it was like this, and my apologies, I forgot what the occasion was.
Some type of heritage. Something heritage
night.
Yes,
it was. It was a heritage night. And here you are. You have this heritage guy. They take a shot of him right above the visiting team's tunnel. That's where I sat. And here I am next to him with this huge, gigantic yellow sign that says "We Believe." It was really out there to think about it right now. It was a very religious moment. Let's just say that, with the "We Believe" and that stuff going on at the same time. Yeah, no, and Denver Nuggets, never forget that. So great call here today. And then, one thing led to another. I remember fellow season ticket holders just literally gave me this crazy look like, are you all right? Because you have to understand, we were really, for us to be in the 8 spot was really impossible. And, what that sign represented was more of, I'm not sure if you guys heard of or read the book, The Secret. And basically that book is basically Thought Becomes Things, the law of attractions. And it talks a lot about vision board. I think that's pretty popular these days, about when you're goal setting and having vision boards and everything.
So wait, you said The Secret? What's it called?
The Secret.
Okay, take a mental note of that.
Yeah, The Secret.
Cool.
So so basically that sign was like a vision board for the players, for Barron,
Hmm.
for Steven
Yes.
Jackson. And the way it was basically you know, if anything that you can talk about that team has swagger, right? And
Yeah.
all it was I remember, I'll never forget Captain Jack. He literally
Hmm.
looked and pointed at me with that
Oh,
sign.
sick.
And it
Awesome.
was like, holy crap, he pointed at me. You
Yeah.
know, it was like
Yeah.
one of those things, and it was one of these things, right? So
Awesome.
so the idea
Yeah.
basically went, I can't make these large signs all around. The whole goal was like wherever the player
Right.
message. And as a result, that's what the yellow homemade grass-rooted yellow "We Believe Go Warrior" cards, if some of you guys still seen it. Matter of fact, it sort of looked like this, but it was this ugly sun. I forgot what it was. It was just something. It was like, you know, went to a
Yeah.
local print shop,
Oh,
homemade,
wow.
nothing,
I thought you
nothing.
drew it. You know what I mean?
I actually, I stenciled it, and then they made
Okay.
copies off of it.
I
You know,
gotcha.
yeah.
Wow. Handmade, basically.
And then, so what ended up happening was I would just go and I would literally print out maybe 150 of those signs. And what I realized were none of the adults wanted those signs, but the kids
Yeah.
wanted the signs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I totally
I
get
and
that. It's always
yeah,
the kid.
so I ended up
Love
just
it.
giving out to kids, because when I
Yeah.
handed it out to the adults, they would literally throw it on the floor. And you
I
got to
know, right?
understand,
Yeah.
and Rich, you got to understand, I'm sure you know what it means. Like, that's money.
Yep.
Like,
I've been
money
there.
that's on the floor. And
I've
yeah, so
had
literally I have to
similar
like pick,
experiences like that. Yeah.
there you go. So basically I have to pick up the ones, dust it off, and
I
reissue to
know,
someone
right?
else. You know, a lot of things been made, and you know, and sort of like everything's took like momentum game after game, right? That
Yeah.
150 became 1,000. That 1,000 became 3,000. That 3,000 became 5,000. And it just started growing, and the team started winning. And I'm not sure if I share with you, Rich, but it was the one game I ever attended, a road game that the Warrior attended, and that was up in Arkle. And I felt so bad because I think I'm almost got a few ushers fired.
Hmm.
Because back then it wasn't, you know, I mean, the NBA wasn't that strict when in regards to what you can bring in terms of signs. Now you have like these really strict, it has to be a certain size and all that stuff. So I brought like maybe, I think there was like 500 signs that was still in my trunk. And I remember when I went into Oracle, I just grabbed a stack that I can hold personally. And when I got into the arena, we were just checking out the warm up. I ended up getting engulfed by all the Warrior fans. Like literally, whatever I had was gone within like a couple of minutes. So I felt bad.
Cool.
So guess what I did? Guess what I did? I
What?
you know, there's no re-entry, right, in NBA games. So
Yeah.
what I did was I went and I literally begged the usher. I said, "Look, I forgot my baby's diapers in my car.
Yeah.
Can I go
Yeah.
grab it and come on back in?"
Yeah.
And
Nice. Good
I
thinking.
don't I don't know how, I'm not even sure how it happened, but I grabbed the rest from my, I had like this, and it was crazy. I had like a handful of my placards, and they let me in, and I that away game ended up looking like a home game because all the Warrior fans ended up getting those placards. And I
That's
believe that was
amazing.
I believe that was the first time. It actually brings me chills as I talk about it. That was the first time on TV you can hear "Let's Go Warriors."
Oh
Um,
my God. Wait a minute. So which game is this? And
this was a
where?
stack. It was at in Sacramento. And if anyone wanted to trace back, it was literally
Wait,
the
say that
game
again.
before Arco Arena against the Sac,
Against Stack?
against the
Sacramento?
Kings, against the Kings.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll remember because the next game the Kings played the Clippers, and we played the Wolves. So that's how vividly I remember. Anyhow, before you know it, things got crazy, and the Warriors had to win. Of course, and of course they had to win the last game of the year, which was
Right.
up in Portland, and that was the first time the Warriors opened up Oracle Arena for the fans to view it on the jumbotron. And I remember, I mean, I took whatever I took, and if you Google and just sort of see a lot of Dub Nation still celebrating with that placard and whatnot. And and after that game, actually before that game, I remember my friends time had a mantra. And I remember they came to my restaurant and asked if they could use the "We Believe" as a mantra. And basically,
hey, who was this?
The Warriors game operation.
Okay. Is that Brett Yamaguchi?
Actually, it was his boss at that time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Brett and his whole team came and said, "Hey, look, if," and I said, "when we make it to the playoff, there's really not enough time to start planning for. So if we get into the playoff, can we use We Believe?" And and they were basically like, "What do you want? What do you want? You want your restaurant's name on it? Blah blah." No. And the deal that we had was basically everyone that attended the playoff game ended up getting the We Believe shirt without being charged. And that's where it started, because at one point you cannot buy the shirt. You can only get it by attending the game.
Breaking news, Dub Nation. The reason why you all get free T-shirts these days at the arena is because of this guy.
No.
That's wild.
Love it.
So what was really special was the fact that I'll never forget, as I was getting to my seats, before that, actually, Brett and the team said, "Have you driven by 880?" I go, "No, why? Why? What's up?" He said, "Drive by 880. If you guys remember the gigantic replica of that shirt that was draped on the side of the arena, that blew me away. That blew me away. And then I think that was the first time that Oracle was covered in yellow in all the seats. And I had chills just looking at that, because it was like every single seat had a We Believe shirt.
That's wild. I had no idea you were the man behind the myth there.
Oh, no. I mean,
yeah.
Well, the special thing about the We Believe year, and this is what I always say, I sort of look at the We Believe season as more of the birth of Dub Nation. We always knew as Warrior fans how special we were. I think it was the first time that the NBA really appreciated who we were as a fan base. And that's something that I'm really, really grateful and thankful and proud about.
Thanks for that, man. So now we got to fast forward real quick. So in the pregame, let's just jump right into it. Man, it was great to see. First, it was like, I guess Kareth Burke had like the first video of the Jumbotron, and then pretty soon we had Kelly Oubre and Andrew Wiggins together. And then it was, even before that, we had the Steve Kerr press conference, which I need to process the video for right here. But that was really cool, because basically Steve Kerr said that Draymond is not in the building. James Wiseman is in the building. Then later, Kareth showed a video of him on the bench. And then Kerr is going to start Looney and Pascal, along with obviously Steph, Oubre, and Wiggins. And then, what was my other take? I think that's good enough. Kerr said that Oubre is still trying to feel comfortable. So I thought that was kind of surprising. So it was kind of, me knowing Coach and how he is so careful with his words. I think actually Oubre hasn't been playing well, but we don't know for sure. It's just that Kerr just kind of mentioned that he's still trying to feel comfortable. So something to look out for in the game. And then we had Steph pregame. First of all, it was his Under Armour guy, Chris Stone, on IG Live, had him. And then also had Bazemore. So it was Steph and Bazemore doing the pregame together, which makes a lot of sense, buddies to do the pregame together. And then Steph kind of went out of the picture, and then you saw the ball come from like a ridiculous angle from behind the backboard and splash just like that. And so the Warriors have that shot now, and so Stoney had it, but it was kind of he was focusing on his other Under Armour guy Bazemore, and then KNBR had it, and then Whitley Sandrotto of 95.7 also had it, and Steph went inside up the stairs to like the first section, and Q threw him the ball up on the first section, and he splashed it from the first section. So it's equivalent of the tunnel, and I think it was the first shot. So the first one, it was just awesome. It's all over social media now, and then we scrambled to get the Zoom going, and here we are. So Gabe, let me get your hot takes for this game. What are we looking out for?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's kind of two things that'll happen. We're going to get short minutes with the starters. So I think just during those, really the opening of the first quarter and then whatever other minutes we see them, like what I'm really looking for is how do the starting 1, 2, and 3 kind of work together. We haven't seen, I mean, we saw, barely a game of Wiggins with Steph and then obviously Oubre. So that's like the primary, most important thing that I'm looking at is just how do they work on both sides together and how does Pascal fit into that equation? And then it's going to be just ton of run for all the bench guys. So we'll get to see if Smiley is like going to be an NBA player, and some of these other dudes, just see if they've added anything, like Poole, for instance.
Yeah, we're getting all this hate on YouTube right now, but I don't care. That's my constant struggle with you guys on social media who just love to hate. They expected us to have a live stream of the game. Like, do you guys know what Let's Go Warrior is? Are you guys just stupid? It's just like, I'm credentialed media. I'm not here to get my credential pulled. So if you only have one screen, which the majority of the population of the globe probably only has one screen or one phone, it's all good. Go find the stream. Go find a pirated stream. I don't care. And you're like, oh, dislike the video, everybody. I don't care. Dislike and never come back, please, because we're happy. We got me, Gabe, Paul here, everybody on our Discord, everybody on our Twitter, our Instagram, other people who actually appreciate us are here. So I appreciate everybody here who has us as a second screen to kind of watch this game. And as I'm watching it, I'm going to be a little bit behind the cable stream because I'm doing the internet stream, but they're tipping off. So Paul and Gabe will have the latest and greatest. So if Steph hits his first shot or whatever, you guys go ahead and let the world know. Because, I mean, some people aren't actually going to be able to watch the game and kind of only have us as the main screen. But also, we're here to be the second screen too. And it's just weird, just watching the, no fan. And they've got the, the back of the benches are getting ready to have an LCD screen. So it's weird to see that, man. It's nice to hear Fitz's voice, though. He gets criticized for being a homer, which I don't like either. But he's actually very knowledgeable and stuff. He's very witty. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Looney is starting against Jokic. Normally that's a matchup issue, so I don't know why Kerr went that route, but
I don't know who's the better option, though. I mean, Wiseman's
right.
who you'd hope, right? But like Chris is a worse defender. It is what it is tonight. First play, they went right at Looney. Jokic backed him down, missed a short hook.
Well, maybe I'm not that far behind because I'm at the point where now Looney gets a steal to Pascal. Who is that?
Wait, Wiggins just shot a 3.
Okay, that's Wiggins. Yeah, so I'm only like 10 seconds behind you guys. Nice.
All right.
Wigs for 3, baby. Yeah, so that's what we're doing this time around, this first second screen live that we've ever done with Let's Go Warriors. We used to go on Twitter and tweet little stuff. It was a lot of work, quite frankly. I'd rather do this and just talk and have you guys here and other
Real nice
that
to see
cards.
Wiggins that confident on that. That was like a step back on Jokic.
Ooh. Now there's Pascal starting at the 4, right? He almost threw it away. So that's something he's got to really be careful of. Yeah, give him a ball fake. We got Kalena on the color. Steph misses his first 3, straight from an inbound after Pascal made that bad pass, went out of bounds.
Oh, looks like
yeah.
I guess you guys are at like a second ahead of me.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Well, we'll just have to deal with it. There's Paul Millsap, who we thought would be a potential free agent target, but things happen, and we had to really go use the TPE on Oubre ASAP, due to Clay. And yeah, I might as well just say thanks for hanging in, everybody. Clay's trainer got sick, and so we'll have him on soon. Oh, Pascal, the brick. That was ugly.
I think a brick actually hit something. I think a brick actually has to hit something. That was
no, didn't it? It hit the board, I thought. But Denver comes right back with their own air ball. So, all right. So the Warriors Golden State Warriors. Check that, Gabe. Have just tweeted the replay of the Wiggins 3. So if you want to do a share screen on that, we can show highlights just as we do on when we tweet all this stuff. We just can't really live stream, obviously, man. I mean, that's illegal, people.
Yeah, here's the Wiggins 3.
Little choppy, but it's better than nothing, especially for you folks that actually do not have a stream. Something's better than nothing.
I mean, it's going to be a sloppy game, I think, especially given how long it is since the Warriors have played.
Well, it's official. Steph just hit his first 3.
Got it. Yeah, I see it now. Bam. Off the dribble handoff from, who was that? Couldn't see it. Looney? Either Pascal or Wiggins. Probably not Looney. I don't know. Probably
that was Looney. Looney, little dribble handoff.
Good.
Yeah,
it's just great to see Steph in action. Just to see Steph shoot an early 3 like he just did, like, what was that? 23.9 plus 4 feet, about 28 feet. He missed it, but it's just great to see the early break. Like, yeah, finally.
Hey, Rich, Oubre just hit a 3.
All right. So Gabe, keep a lookout on the timeline for Steph 3 and Oubre 3. And I want to keep track of these highlights myself. So I've got to for our later YouTube highlights. We can do highlights.
Pascal with the pass too. I think they're trying to put him in a Draymond role. I mean, he has to be because obviously that's what he's doing. But he had that kind of facilitating from the top.
Okay. I'm going to start doing our thread of highlights. So you guys, if you need highlights, you can go to our Twitter. Let's Go Warriors Twitter. You guys keep talking. Let me know if there's a cool play because I got to do this tweeting real quick.
Yeah, I'm slightly behind, but nice to see Oubre pressuring up on Porter. I mean, it's hard to track defense all the time when both teams are playing a little sloppy, but trying to see what they can do on the perimeter there.
So the Warriors just tweeted the Steph 3. So if you got that on the screen share, you can show people.
Yeah, here's a stuff 3 for you.
It's pretty cool. I had a nice little pass from Oubre to Wiggins and knocking down another 3 by Wiggins.
Nice. The Wiggins is hot. Man, that's a lot of highlights already, guys. I mean, this already is blowing away last year. You know, I would wait. We'd go drought with highlights, like no highlights, like because you know I don't
Yeah,
want to knock anybody on last year's team, but
then
it
they
was
give it
tough.
right back by just letting them walk past everyone for a layup.
Oh,
Hey, Gabe, don't you think Pascal could be like a Millsap role? So like they
Yeah,
have the same body.
I think it's a
yeah,
pretty
they
good
look
comp.
exactly alike.
Millsap's a really good defender, and I don't know if we've really seen that from Pascal yet, but that's the idea. I think that type of player. That's the hope.
Wow, it's
Yeah,
really nice.
transition D was not great.
Who's D?
Wiggins took the shot, and then somehow somebody got back behind all of them. Gary Harris.
I hate it when people tweet non-HD video. I can't really use that.
But yeah, nice to see them. I mean, Wiggins, if Wiggins is hitting threes, like this is a whole new thing. Now, I do want to say, as homerish as I would like to get, like Wiggins kind of has a good beginning of the year almost every year and then tails off. So I've seen Minnesota fans get super excited that he's suddenly turned the corner and then that not happen. So I do want to be a little cautious, but it's super encouraging to see it hitting.
What do we got for the score right now?
12-11.
I've been tweeting, so I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Warriors up 1.
So one thing Kerr also said in the pregame was that Steph wasn't going to do his normal, play the whole first quarter. So you kind of got little differences between real regular season tonight and preseason.
Would you guys happen to know what's the mantra this year?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, I don't
You know what? I'm glad you asked, because then I can ask her at the next conference, at the next practice. I'll wait till practice. I don't think I want to ask after the game unless nobody else is asking a question, at least for tonight.
Strength in different numbers?
Oh, Ian Clark. Ian Clark is watching the game. We're going to have Ian Clark on our live, guys. So for those of you who actually stuck around for our live, as a little tease for you there. For those who left, they'll never know. But yeah, that's around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check what's going on with our comments here. Nothing. Man, I can't even. Where's the live stream again? You guys are asking.
Yeah, guys, go to.
We're not a live stream.
You gotta watch it on TV or on some version of TV, whether it's streamed. We're not a TV station. The idea
Solomon
here,
Hamidi.
for those of you confused, the idea here is you're watching the game and you have us on if you don't want to listen to commentators the whole time. Oubre with another good look, rims out slightly, but they're clearly looking for that 3 ball. They're attempting only threes. Then Oubre gets beat backdoor bad, but Porter misses the dunk.
Cool. Thanks for keeping us posted on that.
Yikes.
I haven't even gotten a chance to really just sit back and look how Oubre looks.
Yeah, I mean, he's filling spaces. It's hard to know exactly like what Kerr expects of each situation, but I mean, he's looked fine. We get Chris coming in for his first minutes.
We got Kerr and Jaron Collins are vigorously discussing what would be defense, because JC is in charge of the defense, so that had to be in regards to that Oubre play.
Yeah, Wiggins 3 fouls in 5 minutes, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess they're crediting Oubre with that block at the rim, but I didn't really think it was a block. It was more just a challenge, and then Porter missed it. But still
So
something.
much. One thing I've noticed: a lot of space. No courtside seats. No lake of over there. No baseline seats.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Where were you sitting, Paul, when they took that famous picture that I snagged for the promotion of this?
Oh, what are we at? I think 122 or 121. That's right next to the visiting tunnel, if I recall.
Okay. First row? Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I wish. I
Bazemore.
wish.
Yeah, Bazemore and Chris in now.
Okay, so we're getting an early look at the second unit.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Baze,
sorry. Steph is still
Baze
in
is
there.
in
I'm
early.
sorry.
Yeah, Baze is in early because Wiggins got 3 fouls in a couple minutes.
The question I have is how many lefties do we have on this team now?
A lot.
Yeah, we had 4 at one point. So it's Bazemore, Wanamaker, Oubre, Wiseman. That's 4. And
Oh wow, I didn't know
think that's
Wanamaker
it.
was. Oh.
Yeah, I had to Google that. According to Google, he is.
Ah,
It is worth seeing that Bazemore seems to have the nod above Damian Lee as far as like first wing.
Yeah. Well, he's
man.
taller, more of a veteran.
Yeah, not surprising.
Steph turnover as he did the zig and Pascal did the zag. I'm sure Fitz is using that. Or I got it from Fitz, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any highlights.
This is the stuff they got to figure out, but that's what preseason's for. They haven't played in months. And Steph's barely played with any of these guys.
Just love how they just pushed the ball to Kelly.
Yeah. Warriors up 16-13, 5 minutes to go.
Man, Oubre is fearless on the transition. I think that's going to be key.
Cool. Yeah, so let me hit up Ian Clark. Let's see if he wants to come on.
What's Ian up to these days?
He's in China. He's ready to play for the Xinjiang Tigers or whatever it was.
Wow.
I'll also ask Draymond's trainer because I was talking to him today.
Nice little mid-game from Pascal.
All right, timeout Nuggets. So it's kind of cool.
The kick out
first
with his
quarter,
feet.
It'll just kind of go downhill from here as far as a preseason game. But this is a pretty good, get your feet wet. It's competitive. First quarter. I like it.
I'm seeing that clearly, like what the offense is doing is generating a lot of threes. Like that seems to be a focus, which is interesting because without Clay, they have, worse shooting. But I think that's clearly a focus because although, we got this reputation because of Steph and Clay, obviously, of being this like high 3-point shooting team. But we actually weren't ever the leader in attempts or anything. It was just that we were so efficient when we did shoot it. So maybe they're consciously trying to notch up the attempts now.
Be a good question to ask.
Yeah.
Mr. Kerr. All right. See, there's a few more highlights coming in. Oh,
yeah,
we got that here. Oubre meets MPJ at the rim.
Yeah, that was that sort of block. I can show it now. Yeah, I guess they're calling this a block. It kind of looked like a foul, but something. I'll take it. At least he's going up and trying to do that. But honestly, that kind of the real play there was him just losing him backdoor. So I'm glad he tried to make up for it. Updates on the other high level rookies that are playing today. We got LaMelo and Edwards both making their debuts today too. I feel like I'm always going to be a little like rooting that both of them aren't as good as Wiseman so that I know that we got it right. And so far, obviously, we have nothing from Wiseman in a pro jersey, but LaMelo looked real shaky from what I was watching, other than clearly being a high-level passer. I mean, I think that's obvious, but really clunky shooting, some bad defense. I think he is kind of who we thought he was, but we'll see if that shot comes around. Edwards, I didn't get a chance to see. Yeah, I mean, you notice Wiseman's absence. You notice Wiseman's absence against Jokic. I saw he backed down both Looney and Chris pretty easily.
I think I missed that. So is Wiseman clear to play?
No. In fact, he is going to probably miss the entire preseason because Steve Kerr is like, this is the NBA. You can't just throw a guy into a game. You have to slowly ramp these guys up. So that's the philosophy that the Warriors want to take. I think it's good. I mean, it's probably run by the medical staff as well.
Yeah, I
got
didn't
another timeout here
out there because he cut his hair.
Yeah, Jordan Poole. Yeah, 20-17 Warriors.
Yeah, it was a nice leak out we saw early of Wanamaker pushing it up to Bazemore, finishing on transition. I think we've heard a lot about the emphasis on transition being a thing this year. Thinking generally of Wiggins and Oubre as your finishers and Wiseman, of course, but it seems like they're trying to look to leak out. And that is kind of Jokic's, deficiency is, trying to run back and guard on a fast break is not something he's great at.
All right, so let me check our what do you like so far, Paul? Check our Discord here.
Well,
what's going on?
It was nice. It was nice until Wiggins got a little foul trouble. I just love the confidence that he's shooting on the 3-ball.
Yeah. Bring Rebecca on for a little bit too. Oh wow, we're getting I'm getting tagged on our own Discord. What happened just now?
Or what?
Oh, Bazemore hit a 3 at the shot clock.
Man.
Bazemore is looking real good. Oh, I guess that was a long 2, not a 3, but he's looking really good. Yeah. Meanwhile, they have
for 3.
Yeah, that's awesome. They have no answer for Jokic, but that's fine. I don't expect it with Chris and Looney. Chris looking real confident on that shot. I mean, didn't go in, but he's pulled it immediately.
We'll see if that sticks around past preseason. It's tough to it's a black or white, make or miss kind of thing. Like he makes it, he's confident. He misses it, then thinks twice about it next time.
Yeah, Jokic sits, and now the Warriors have a chance on defense for a little bit. He was just like putting Chris under the basket.
Yeah. And thankfully, it being preseason, they won't just keep milking that.
No, you might not see Jokic for more than another 5 minutes or so. We'll throw up the highlight of Wanamaker stealing and leaking it out to
nice.
Bazemore for the fast break.
Cool. Glad you caught that one.
Yeah, tough finish by Bazemore.
Tweet that one out. Wanamaker. Okay, let me take a few moments to actually watch the game now. That's kind of
nice,
my problem during the season. If I'm at the arena, it's tough to do all these things at once and actually upload the video. I still need to do that. I need to upload the live stream they had of Steph Curry shooting around pregame.
I mean, it's so nice to see Bazemore come back as a veteran. I mean, the last of what I remember of Bazemore versus now, it's like night and day.
Yep.
Yeah, he's real confident with it.
Like a seasoned vet now.
You took that word right there, confidence.
I know. I haven't watched a ton of him in his travels around, but it's nice to see him again.
I mean, respectfully, the one thing he was known for was being our best cheerleader back in the days, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he told media the other day he's number 26 because he just wanted a fresh start, like still close enough to 24, but he's putting number 24. He hasn't changed his IG handle, but putting that behind him. And we're still getting mauled at the rim by their bigs.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously why they drafted Wiseman. This is the point of having Wiseman.
You feel for guys like Juan, like every shot is so like critical for him to make the team. There's one spot left, 2 non-guaranteed contracts with Toscano and Mulder, so the pressure is on for them
I love
to perform.
His story and everything, and like it's so nice to have a dude from Oakland on the team, but I just don't see it. He just isn't good enough offensively. If he could get that shot that actually would go in. First
Nice
look at
and one.
the Denver rookie Campazzo.
Jordan Poole with an and one. Not bad, kid.
Yeah, if he could turn into a, sort of Lou Williams type of player off the bench, like I think that's that's probably his ceiling. I don't see him really ever necessarily starting on our team unless we get really terrible in a bunch of years. But I think he could be this little microwave scorer. He's just got to actually be efficient this year.
Then he comes back and makes the bad foul on a 3. I just can't foul on those closeouts.
Yeah, it just jumps right into him.
But the Warriors are still up by 4. Not that we care about winning this game, but as long as our second unit can beat other teams' second unit, I'm set.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's a huge upgrade from last year. We have actual NBA players in our second unit.
Yeah. Second unit was our starting unit last year. Yeah, it was just hard to watch, man. So hard last year.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to watch now with just no fans at all over there. It's like a familiar looking court, but then not that familiar.
Yeah, it's weird. It's going to take a lot of getting used to. kind of scanning around the league, seeing how some of
Nice
the other
pass.
teams.
Nice pass there. Jordan Poole, the slip pass to Marquise
nice
Chris, 2
little
points.
pocket
Not
pass.
bad, not bad.
Yeah, that was
pocket
where
pass.
he started to.
Jordan Poole, I think, just hit a 3.
It's like getting a
That
vision
was
of the future.
that was a confident shot. That was a confident shot.
Yeah, that's the type of shot that he's been making in the scrimmages. According to the tape, there was a little bit of him and Oubre celebrating. That was nice to see.
He's
and
looking good.
Pretty good first quarter here. I mean, 31 points, not bad at all against
Check that out. Mr. Lake up in
second
the
best
house.
team in the bubble in the West.
Considering that Denver, I mean, a lot of the second unit of Denver hadn't played in the bubble either. But
all right, so he's talking to Bob. Joe Lake was talking to Bob. What are they saying, Paul? What? Please tell us. What did they say?
I wish I knew.
There it is. Is the highlight up? No.
Man, Rich and Gabe, what you guys do, thank you so much. That's so much work. There should be no one out there. I mean, no one should be about
me in on here, but yeah. I just hang out on Discord and say stuff.
I mean, that's the reason why we're on Discord is but it's hard to kind of go, hey, people on Twitter, do you want to go to Discord? It's like, you guys are on Twitter for a reason. But we're growing, and I think as more people adopt the technology and more other entities are starting to use Discord as well, I think we'll see some adoption rate coming up.
We got Jordan Poole's shot up on the highlight.
Cool. Let's see it. 8 feet for 3. Apparently Juan Toscano celebrated early on that one.
Yeah, good ball
Still
movement.
Good old. He knows what's up with how to celebrate in Dub Nation.
Kareth tweeting that we have an interview with Lacob coming up in the second quarter.
All right. I'm actually a little surprised that NBC kind of went all in on this first game, but good for them. It's kind of a no-brainer. Steph hadn't played in 9 months. We did an article on it, and at the time when we wrote the article, we weren't sure if they were televising it. It wasn't listed. And then they listed it, and it was like, yeah, you definitely should. So Kareth is there. But as far as the future, she's probably not going to travel with the team. That's a huge expense to put them up in hotels and whatnot. Even Fitz and Kaleno will, I've heard, is staying at Chase to announce these games.
Yeah, I've seen that with some other crews too. Well, we got our Smiley sighting.
Yep, last guy at the bench.
Let's see what he can do. I mean, they need a big dude. He'll get enough.
Yeah. I mean, he's a guaranteed contract. He's a project of Kent Lacob. And I said this on the Discord. There was only one way for Smiley to be on this team, and that is, I just blocked myself with iPad. And that was for him to be the project of the owner's son. So he's got that going for him, but he's going to have to nice and one there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bazemore again.
Who's 66? Oh, that must be
Doing
one of the
thing.
training camp guys.
Yeah.
Bazemore looking great.
Either Sutton or Wesson. I think it's Sutton, but I could be wrong. One of those.
I caught a look at the jersey and it said that was the French dude, Tupon, or however you pronounce his last name.
Oh, whoops! I totally forgot about him. So yeah, Draymond Green just tweeted, "Yeah, Baze," on the N1. See,
Awesome.
are you guys gonna get? Viewers aren't gonna get that from Fitz, but we will have stuff like that.
Yeah, Bazemore is definitely the highlight so far.
Run out layup for the Nuggets.
we
Warriors up by 9.
We just got a Smiley sighting.
Oof, really bad pass by Poole. Yikes.
Nuggets decided not to guard Smiley. He dribbles through nobody like a pickup game. Easy 2 points. You can't be mad at that. So the Warriors are back up by 11. And they must be doing the interview with Joe Lacob. So let me turn this up a little bit.
Smiley with the tough board.
For their careers. I think we logistics.
So it's Fit on the broadcast interviewing Lacob. Harris Burke says that was a funny moment. I gotta check that.
Yeah, that was awkward. They just like never quite picked him up.
Anywhere in the world. That's true. And honestly, we believe the second place.
Lacob said, "We believe, Paul," but not in the context that we're used to. He's talking about the PCR test and stuff. So he believes that Case can have fans again.
Of course, with what's going on out there, cases, we weren't able to do anything. But we'll see.
Says we'll see on the fans thing at Chase. Yeah, so Colena's talking about them getting tested in media. I'm going to get some feedback from my colleagues on that. As somebody hit the 3. Who was that, Paul?
Looks like it was Dave. Looks like Damian Lee, I think.
Yeah,
Damian, okay. I've got my iPad on small mode. Sorry.
I was trying to figure out who on our team still had dreads on.
Yeah. So they've got Lacob and the game going on, so it's extra small screen. So I wasn't able to really pick out who that was. And
we got Lee Wanamaker, Poole, Smiley,
Mulder's in now.
Axel Tupon.
Mulder's in for Poole, who gets a nice talking to by Kerr.
Yeah, Poole, nice looking shots. Got beat a few times on defense.
Oh. Anyways, Wanamaker with the putback, wearing number 10. He didn't want to step on Andre's legacy. Credit to him. But that's a Tupon bucket missed. Big steps. It was. I thought he traveled, but it's the new NBA.
Yeah.
And Wanamaker with the tip in after that. Warriors up by 14. What is that? 9 minutes? Can't even see that.
Yeah. Question is when and how much more Steph are we getting?
Yeah. So he'll start second half maybe. We hope. Just get a look because we've been starving for Steph.
Yeah, ESPN said
probably
only
not
7 minutes, so he'll get at least another 10, right? We can probably assume.
Hope so. Still processing their pregame Steph Curry stuff. Let's just hope nobody else has all of it already. Let me know if there's any highlights coming on the board so I can keep our Twitter feed fresh with that. That's the one thing that I'll keep doing on Twitter.
What do you
All
guys
right.
got planned? What do you guys got planned for the weekend? For the holidays?
Well, I'm pretty much sheltering in place, so um, not much. How about you guys?
Yeah, my folks live close by, so I'm gonna see them. That's about it.
So do you know if they sort of barricaded off the Chase Center in terms of where usually when you enter into, like, are there security around that area where you can't get into that? What's that area, Rich? Where they
Uh,
right in front of the Chase Bank, where you sort of like normally walk
uh-huh.
your way.
Oh,
Is
Thrive
that blocked?
City.
Yeah, is Thrive City blocked off?
Well, no, because they still want people to shop at their store, the Warriors
Got it.
shop. So
Got it.
they have not blocked that off, but you do have to still, maintain 6 feet. Yeah, I think it's still it's not like it's anybody can go. I'm pretty sure they have some sort of security out there to make sure crowds don't congregate. I wonder, maybe I can just check Chase Center location link on Instagram to see if anybody's if they're broadcasting this game on the jumbotron or not.
Interesting.
That'd be cool if they did, but then you're not supposed to congregate, so what are you gonna do? Well, everything in there is just
Warriors trying out a little press.
oh cool. Who's in right now doing that press? Yeah.
I think
Wanamaker,
group that was
Lee, Dupont,
Smiley, Mulder.
Mulder. Yeah.
Not sure who the fifth is. Oh, that Tupon's still in there.
Trying to listen in on Lacob. He's talking about character.
Yeah, look at that Smiley rebound there. Fighting through several guys.
All right, Miley versus Jokic. Woohoo!
Yikes.
Be fun. And they're talking to Lacob about scouting Wiseman.
Oh wow, that is a nice move by Wanamaker.
I'm gonna see it in 2 seconds here.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's coming.
More than 2 seconds. Yeah, you know what? That's what I saw in the bubble from Wanamaker, quite frankly. And hitting some tough threes.
And just for you guys, Smiley made a nice little block.
Nice.
Yep.
I
See
feel
it
like
now.
I'm falling further
All
behind
right.
this. Yeah.
All right, Smiley. What do you know? If you're streaming, you just refresh that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Smiley. There we go.
Oh boy. Lacob stands up in anticipation of a Smiley 3, which misses. That's so hilarious.
If that would have went in, look out.
That would have been a moment. That would have been on that would have been meme real quick.
You see Steph jumping up too on the bench at the same time.
Yeah. Nick Friedel is tweeting, good early sign from the Warriors. They are active. And yes, they are. Good up tempo, still up by 14, 7 minutes over 7 minutes to go. Closing out on that missed 3.
Is that Steph coming in? I think so.
Yes, it is. You know what I like about from last year and transitioning this year, I think they have some experience underneath their belt now. So those rookies this year are we're gonna have a nice little bench.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
crazy
Steph
how I mean, Pascal had to be the leader of those young pups. And now he's like, you know, I guess middle of the pack in terms of veteran.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting with Pascal because I think there's still some doubt over whether he can do what he did on a good team. You know, like, I mean, he made the most of his opportunity and nothing against him for that, but he got a lot of just garbage minutes and buckets because there was somebody had to score, right? Like somebody had to make a shot at some point. And so this year will be the real test of like, is he capable of scoring the way he was on a good team or a better team?
So Steph and Pascal back in with Damian Lee at the line.
Yeah, it
Smiley
looks like
is
Wiggins
still in there.
too.
Wiggins. So it's Steph, Lee, Wiggins, Smiley, Pascal, or Pascal, Smiley. So Smiley's at 5 with big 4. Is he guarding Jokic? Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna have
Wow. Wow. Oh, Pascal had a nice little Euro step there.
Cool. And
to. All right,
I'm going to see that
excited for
soon.
it in a few seconds. Yeah.
Nice.
It's like getting a peek into the
Jacob is
future.
happy. Jacob's happy
Jokic.
about that. So we're going to get a highlight on that pretty soon.
Yeah, going right into is that Millsap? I think so. Yeah, going right into Millsap.
It's good to see.
You know what's really nice is Damian Lee coming on his own. You know, last year was more of in the shadow of Steph. I think he came, you know, he pretty much sort of proven himself last year. I think he's going to be a huge asset for, you know, for the bench.
Yeah, he literally, Damian literally told us media, I don't want any more comparisons to, you know, Curry family.
Yep.
Stop talking about Curry family.
Man,
and we honored it.
Don't have anyone who can guard Jokic.
Yeah.
Not shocking.
It would have been too bad, you know, like maybe a couple more preseason games. You know, maybe if they'd played Denver, you know, in the 5th preseason game, James Wiseman could have, you know, gotten his feet wet, you know, been thrown in the fire really to go against Jokic. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
But they only have just 3 preseason games, 2 of them next week, both of them in Sacramento. And Steve Kerr's already said that Draymond and Wiseman are probably not going to play those games.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that he's completely ruling Wiseman out. Like, I get the logic, but I don't know what.
Well, he hasn't completely ruled it out. He's just said very unlikely. So it's not a total. He could change his mind. He's been known to change his mind.
Because I think, like, I mean, I get you don't want to throw him out there for a ton of minutes without having time to warm up and like ramp up. But I don't see I don't know. I like a couple minutes here and there just to get him on the court.
I don't know. I think it's a medical thing too. Like just this day and age of, you know, don't want to pull a hammy here or there or whatever. I'm not sure.
Well, there's also there's the COVID thing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're often talking about it as if COVID is just about how long till you can test again. But like, we don't know how much it affects people in terms of them being able to even play at that high level immediately. So,
yeah. Monty Poole in the pregame did ask Steve Kerr if he had heard about the basketball player in college that had collapsed.
Yeah, he had bring that up.
It tested positive for COVID earlier this year and now collapsed. And I don't know what's the latest on him.
Last I saw was like, I think they were just saying critical but stable. But that's real scary. That's real scary.
So scary. Yeah. Nice little close up of Steph as he brings the ball up there.
Yeah, the headband's an interesting new look.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that. That's kind of something I'd be able to talk to and find out for Dub Nation.
Yeah, I'm curious.
There was not a pandemic,
why. Nice look by Wiggins there. Looney missed it, but he's looking for him. I mean, Wiggins, we're really looking for how much the passing can be a part of his game.
Right. Check our Discord real quick.
Really not letting Lacob off the phone here, huh?
I'm
Yeah, this
serious.
is a very, very long. He's talking about as long as we are.
Yeah, it just keeps happening, huh?
It's interesting. I mean, it just flashes through my mind is how NBC makes these decisions. It's just interesting. Like, okay, Kareth, you're not able to go interview anybody on the floor. So what are we going to do during this time? And they literally planned this. They planned to put the headphones on Leica for this long.
Yeah. I
Pascal,
don't know why it's this long.
that was an ugly 3 by Pascal, but Looney got the board and put it back in. True to Looney's
Rich,
form.
that was a pass, Rich.
That was a
it?
great catch by. It's a great
These guys
recovery
are
by
so
Oubre.
small. I'm watching on my iPad here. God, these guys are. It's like
Nah, he's kidding. That was
I don't need to see Joe Lacob this whole time, guys. Like literally, like.
Yeah, Oubre though saved that. Pascal, he takes a little like he has a wind up.
Well, he said that he's been working on that. He's been working on that on his 3-pointers by not jumping as high. But God, it's still not.
Yeah, you know who I talked to? Someone I have total respect for is Coach Nick of B-Ball Breakdown. One thing he says is, well, just wait till guys, in a live action game, they kind of revert back to their bad habits. So it's kind of hard to shake that. You really have to just go full bore on that in practice, and tough habit to break. Steph short on the 3. Lacob's like, literally on air.
Yeah, I am seeing Wiggins doing more drive and kick, though. That's been really good to see. It hasn't always resulted in points, but that's what you'd like him to be doing.
I like that, we were talking earlier, Pascal, like, okay, now it's his offensive moves and stuff. It's against, you're on a regular NBA team now. Can you do that on a real team, not a team that's in a gap year? And just now, you just saw him. He made that move, same old move we saw last season. So pretty good.
Yeah.
What I can't stand is, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I love Looney on a lot of ways, but like that little dump off pass when it's Wiseman will be a much different thing.
Yeah, that's the hot take. I think one of the hot takes we're getting from you this game is, man, wouldn't we love to see Wiseman today?
Yeah, I mean, obvious
in
general,
totally
but
true. Because the next biggest guy is Marquise Chris, and the next biggest guy after him is Looney. Or I guess you could say Smiley, but he doesn't play the 5.
Yeah, I was
all
gonna
that
say,
much.
They're all like 6'9". Like it's not like
yeah. Steph, that pass.
Wow, check out Looney with the and 1.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Steph has looked
the floor
rusty,
but Steph takes off the rust right here. Looney and 1. Warriors still up double digits, 15 now, 3 minutes to go. It's good. I mean, it's especially after that gap year that we just went through. It's just so comforting to see the Warriors like with a convincing lead, like a lead they deserve, sort of,
Yeah, I mean, I think we're not like a lot of it's preseason and things are sloppy as hell, and that's just gonna be a part of it. But I think they're playing decent defense. I mean, the Nuggets are missing some open looks, but other than Jokic just having his way with them, like I feel like they've done a pretty decent job on Murray, for instance, and Wiggins has bothered Porter's shot a few times. but Jokic can just do whatever he wants when he's in the game.
Earth tweeting that she is very happy to see Looney just out there looking healthy, 100%. All right,
Yeah,
they're done
that's true.
talking to Joe finally. Got a timeout here. 2 minutes to go, first half. That was such a long interview. All right, do we
Yeah,
have any
Looney
highlights
does look
here?
healthy.
No, I
No,
don't see any
nothing
more
really
highlights.
coming.
Not a whole lot of tweeting
uh,
going on. Either my tweet deck has frozen or there's just not a lot going on. No, there's a new one. Not a lot of tweets going on about this game right now.
Yeah, Drew Schiller posted Pascal basically playing pretty good defense, and then Wiggins.
Oh my God, Dwayne Wade just retweeted Steph's first section, whatever you call that shot.
I saw
Come
that.
on, Steph, really? Awesome. D Wade, love it. Yeah, I think a lot of sloppiness, but a lot to like. What do we think
Looney
about the
looks
Nuggets,
healthy.
though? Is this Nuggets? Are we seeing just they don't have Jeremy Grant? They didn't really get anybody in return for him.
No, I think
What do we
they
think
just
of these
banked
Nuggets?
on Porter being better.
Yeah, which he's definitely no Jeremy Grant, in my opinion. Of course, he can, jack the three and make nice moves as a 6'11" mobile guy, but if you had to choose between them two, but Jeremy wanted to be the man in Detroit, so you can't
I mean,
really fault that. Go get
yeah,
some
there's
money, whatever.
no way Denver should have matched that contract. That was ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, it's a trade-off, right? Porter's a better offensive
Yeah.
player, but
But how are the Nuggets now? What do we? Can we make any conclusions from this? Probably not,
I was
because
gonna say I
you would
don't
have
know.
seen more Jokic, Murray. You would have seen way more Jamal and Jokic doing their thing. So we got to take this this halftime lead with a grain of salt here.
I think an odd thing, I just looking at the box, like Murray hasn't attempted a three yet, which is interesting. Yeah. I think Steph has done a pretty good job chasing him around. I know there was that article or quote or something I saw earlier of Steph talking about how he wanted to be way more aggressive on D this year. I think that was from an Athletic.
Yeah, that was a whole story. Yeah, that was Marcus Thompson going crazy with that one. I didn't get a chance to read it, so that's one of the things I need to do. But I also have like 7 snippets of Steph from his interview that I just never got around to. It's been tough, I tell you.
We got
it's just
Looney
a deluge. Oh, cool. Just a deluge of information every day. I'm just getting used to that again and realizing how difficult it is to get your hands around all of that.
Yeah, I don't envy you having to track everything down.
Yeah, I'm at the point where kind of looking at doing more niche stuff rather than trying to aggregate too much.
Oubre with a nice block there.
Okay.
Do we know if Mannion's available at all for this game?
Oh, that's a great question.
Really great question. I would see him play.
I don't know how the 2A works for the preseason, if it burns a game.
I would have thought preseason allows you to have everyone in training camp play. Why wouldn't you, right?
I mean, he's definitely been in training camp, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying, if we found out that the NBA rules were that you could only dress 15 in a preseason game, I'd actually be surprised. But
yeah, seems odd, especially because it's not like the G League is happening. So what are they going to do?
Yeah, and this is preseason. You should be able to check out your guys if need be.
I've seen some highlights of Pascal on defense. Notice the last few possessions, he's been rotating really quick, walling off guys using his size. That's
Good.
that's going to be
because that
key
was
for him.
Steve Kerr told us. I don't even know if you paid attention to that. Are you bringing that up out of the blue? Because if you are, that's amazing. Because Steve Kerr literally brought that up yesterday,
I think
saying
I remember him saying that. Yeah.
he's getting on Pascal to be a better weak side help defender, and looks like you've noticed that he is trying harder.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the whole package of him becoming a serious piece of this team now that they are going to be trying to win games.
Here we go, Oubre on Jamal Murray. This is fun.
Man, Oubre is like a hawk. Jeez.
He's doing stuff. He's making things happen.
Yeah, my take on Oubre so far is I don't think he knows exactly how to fit in the offense yet, but he's super active, super like energetic. And I think it's interesting.
Nice move, Wig.
Throwing him on Murray is an interesting look. Just thinking about what that means for the game, with that being what Thompson would be doing, is taking the opposing star point guard. I think Oubre is going to bother those guys because he is huge.
Can't believe Wiggins just missed 2 free throws.
Yeah, shaking off some rust in a lot of ways.
Tim Kawakami is tweeting he doesn't want to get 2 plus minusy, but Wanamaker is a plus 13 tonight, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, Kerr had that whole thing in the presser about how much he was impressed by him, and it makes a ton of sense. I mean, I think he's somebody, he compared him to Livingston. I think that's obviously the comparison, just a steady presence who isn't going to make mistakes and is just going to do what he needs to do. Pascal with good defense there on multiple occasions. I think they might be a decent defensive team. Like, I think that might be possible. I don't know if they're going to be like top 7 or whatever, but I think they might have a defense.
Yeah, we saw Looney kind of exasperated at the ref's call of him fouling Millsap on that. I love that because Looney's never going to be all that, demonstrative guy. And, it's kind of like Looney's the type of guy you wish you could have played ball with at some point,
For
type
sure.
of teammate. Steph, should have been an and one. He missed the scoop and he's shaking his head at himself. Should have made that.
Man, he has played such small amount of basketball in a lot of time.
We got a Kelly Oubre defense highlight here. Why don't you show that?
Yeah, we can throw that
watching.
up. Yeah, this is that clip of him hounding 94 feet on Murray. I think this is a sign of things to come if there's a talented point guard. He's a problem. Going back to what you were saying about Looney, like, I don't want to be guarded by Oubre. That's what that makes me think.
And, we kind of got another guy like that in Bazemore.
Yeah, there's just a lot more options. Like, it's nice to see it. And this is all without Draymond on there, too, if you think about what the defense looks.
Clutch 3 by Millsap with under 10 seconds. Here's Steph. Gets doubled. Nice pass, Pascal. Nice pass. Wiggins missed the 3, but okay.
Yeah, I think Pascal's passing is working. It's a good half. Not mad about
Bazemore.
it.
I'm actually enjoying what I'm seeing from the team here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's so weird to see him walk to the locker room and like nobody else, no fans, nobody trying to give him high fives. So weird.
I mean, they're at a tough situation where if they don't play well, the critics are going to be all over them. And if they do play well, it's the preseason.
Halftime.
Coach Nick, as you
Having
said.
technical difficulties.
Here's
Yeah, what
a
about
highlight from Coach Nick cut a clip of Steph crossing Millsap up
cool?
on.
Okay. Yeah, Nick does not usually record in the best resolution, but I will do that anyways. Where are you? There it
Yeah.
is.
Nice to see Steph doing things. I mean, I think a lot of this game, what I'm taking away from it, because obviously it's, preseason, but the energy, like the team looks engaged. They're
Yes.
super fired up. They're sloppy because we know they're going to be sloppy, but they seem like they're excited to play again, which I bet they are.
I'm not sure if it was Kent, it was Bazemore that brought it up, but I think somewhere I either read or heard where the energy level sort of reminded them of the 2015 team, where
Yeah,
they're all
I
together.
think you did read that from Kent. Yeah, he did say that to that effect. Is it's the anticipation of this season is very much like going into 2013. I think it was he was saying, and yeah, it does feel. I mean, totally different. Obviously, we don't have the KD coming in. We don't have. We're not going into 2016 as defending champs and really feeling so dominant. For once, there's a lot of holes. There's a lot of nitpicking that can happen with our team, which is fine. That's part of the deal.
The one thing I'm taking away from this is Gabe got me really excited or anticipated about Wiseman. I mean,
I know, right? I love it.
The only footages that I've seen of that young man is what you shared before the draft.
Yeah,
I think what was his workout in Miami or something like that.
Yeah. He found some good people. Of course, then we found out he was being represented by Jeff Schwartz of Excel Management. That's one of the big boys in the NBA. So it's like Jeff Schwartz, Bill Duffy, Calvin Williams, and the guy who's with Damian. I forgot his name. Aaron Goodwin. So those are like some of the big hitters, and so Wiseman is with a top 5 agent. So he was going to get set up with the right people, and he did. He got the Miami people are really good. They've got Tyler Hero, Tim Hardaway Jr. They used to have Dwayne Wade. I mean, so they got him ready.
Well, since you brought up Miami, I gotta ask, where do you guys think Harden's going to end up?
Yeah. Great halftime. Is NBC going to talk about that? You know what I mean? So, oh man, I'll let Gabe take this one. I don't know.
Yeah. My intuition is that if he gets moved this year, because again, they don't actually have to trade him, right? Like he's under contract for several more years. And if I was Houston, I'd just wait till I had an offer I liked. But I think the only team that I think would actually pull the trigger on an offer for him that has an offer that's like reasonable is Brooklyn. I think they have some young guys like LeVert and Dinwiddie and Allen, who Houston might be interested in. They haven't blown all their picks in the future. Like they do have future picks to trade. And KD likes Harden, and that team seems to be kind of just like a perfect mess for I can't imagine those 3 guys on the court at the same time. But
yeah, exactly.
I think they want to be. I think they probably want to be on the court at the same time. And I just I don't know. I don't see Miami doing it. Harden seems like he's kind of the opposite of their culture. And I also think they probably would. They're still waiting on Giannis. They still think they have a shot at him.
So what was this little rumbling about? Once upon a time, the Warriors were interested in Harden. Now, what kind of
Oh,
package?
don't believe that.
I mean,
So I
what kind
think-
of package?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did their due diligence. Like, I'm sure Myers was just like, "Hey," and gave a call over there. But there's no indication that there was any like real pursuing of anything.
All right, back. Yeah,
I mean,
I
they
think-
can't. They wouldn't be able to get him without giving up Clay, probably, and that was pre-injury.
Right,
And
yeah.
now Houston wouldn't want him, so I don't really even know what you do.
Yeah, that was also one of those things where I think Lacob just wants everybody to remember that anytime a big name comes up, the Warriors are in the room. So I feel like they might even leaked it. Like nobody's thinking, "Oh, Warriors are interested in Harden." Lakers like, "Yo, put this out there." We actually, texted them or whatever, whatever it was, and that's just Lacob saying, "Hey, look, don't forget about me. I'm still a whale. I'm still in the poker VIP room with all the, Mark Cubans and the Pat Rileys. I'm still here at the table." And I think that's all that was.
I mean, gosh, did the culture change or what, huh, Rich? My goodness, we used to not even get anyone
yeah.
in. Gosh.
Exactly. And that's precisely what Lacob is doing. He's making up for that. He knows that's a key component of winning a championship in the NBA. As you just have to do that. Get your team into a position where it's always in the running for a big name.
So you guys,
Because
you guys
Yeah,
see
go ahead.
you guys see us more of a dynasty like San Antonio or a dynasty like the Mavericks. And what I mean by that is an organization where you can count on them. They'll hang around. They will be seen in the playoff, and it's almost where it's something that you can count on year after year with San Antonio and Dallas.
Let me think about that. Well, they're going to be different. I think it's always different. It's not going to be exactly San Antonio, not going to be exactly Dallas or Miami. And
I think they want to be San Antonio. I mean, that's definitely, they've talked about that.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of our leadership is that, it's almost where you can see a little bit of Cuban, and you can see like the architect, like a Miami or a Dallas or a San Antonio team, where I noticed that who was the third player that we drafted that we sort of stashed away from European European League?
Jessup, yeah, he's in Australia.
Oh, okay. What position does he play?
He's like a Duncan Robinson type, sort of like
Wow.
tall shooting guard, small forward, pure shooter.
Wow.
And we'll see. I don't really know
Yeah,
exactly
probably
what
not
to
much
expect,
is going to happen with him.
Yeah, certainly not this year. I think they're just hoping maybe he can sort of get his feet wet in the game this year in Australia and come over next year.
When's
Still trying to
Steph's
upload this Steph video.
when's Steph's contract up for us to be talking about signing long term?
So he's eligible
It's
for an
coming up.
extension. He's eligible for an extension this year, but he'd have to sign before the regular season starts to do that.
Yep.
Similar
December
to like
21st.
what, like Paul George just did, right? I think he's got 2 more years, if I'm right.
Yep.
I mean, the
Not a
numbers
big
that
deal.
I'm hearing, the numbers that I'm
Whatever
hearing,
happens.
the numbers I'm hearing is just astronomical. What are we looking at? It's like what LeBron just signed on an average of 45 mil a
153
year.
million. Yeah.
Woo.
It's 153 or 58 million. But it is what it is. I think it's just the numbers look astronomical and all that, but it's just the NBA. Like,
Right.
don't let
And
that scare you.
the only thing that matters is it's the same thing in terms of percentage of the cap, right? Like that's how it's
There you go.
calculated.
Yeah.
It's just that the cap keeps getting bigger. Well, other than this year. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, the real question for him will be, does he want to do a full 5-year extension kind of thing at a full amount of money, which, would lock him up with the Warriors for essentially the rest of his playability and, secure the bag, obviously. But he's not the kind of guy who like needs money and grew up wealthy and stuff. So like, I don't know if that is a priority for him. And maybe he takes a shorter deal at still a max money and just kind of like reevaluates if he might want to take less, but for longer after that to see if we can squeeze in a few more signings. I don't know. He's got options.
I think that was what I took away from his from that interview that he when they started talking about his contract was he wanted to, from what I took away was absolutely he wants to stay, but he wanted to do it in a way where it's not going to handcuff the team into like what you just shared, Gabe, allowing flexibility to add pieces for them to stay competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you talked about
we're going
Spurs.
down that road. If we're going down that road, then don't do the extension. If you want flexibility, and you both are on the same page, then yeah, let's just wait and see. How. Let's wait until Clay comes back, right? There's no rush, so I think it's pretty cool that we as a franchise are not under pressure to sign a Paul George because Kawhi is coming up next season, right? And he, like you better put this guy, the cart before the horse or the horse before the cart, however it goes. You just want to make sure your dominoes are lined up in place normally. Now with the Warriors, hey, guess what? We got lucky again, or we're just blessed, or it's light years, whatever you want to call it. But with Steph, he's open to whatever. Let's keep winning. And
it's
so
just nice.
I'm thinking,
it's
hey,
nice
we don't need to do the contract extension right now. We don't necessarily need to. So
yeah, it's nice to just not have the anxiety as a fan base. I have a buddy who's from Milwaukee and is a big Bucks fan, and like he is going through it right now.
Yeah, he has same thing. December 21st, Giannis. If Giannis does not sign the extension, all the people who have not signed extensions have left. So,
yeah. I mean, especially, it's a different scenario with Steph because of where he is in his career. So, and also just we know that he's not leaving because he's not going to leave.
I shouldn't say not sign. I mean, decline the extension. Hopefully for Milwaukee, Giannis doesn't decline the extension. That would be a bad sign.
And that's his first,
in terms of the history of extension.
Yeah, that's his first like supermax option, and so, guys always take that if they have any interest in staying.
Yeah, I think your buddy shouldn't worry too much. I feel like if there's one guy who will take an extension, it's Giannis. Like more so than almost anybody in the league, other than Steph, obviously. It's like he's comes from a different country, loyal.
Yeah, that was definitely what I thought. I'm getting less sure as the days go on, but I do. Yeah, I mean that would be my hunch as well, as he keeps it up there. But I don't know. I mean, they went all in, so if he leaves, Milwaukee is screwed for like a decade, basically.
Or they can stock up like the Thunder did. I think they did all right.
Yeah, but they gave all their picks out already. for a holiday. And if they're bad, those picks suddenly become
Nice.
the most valuable things out there.
Wiggins with the point of attack, brought the ball up, spun, gave it to Looney, start the second half.
Yeah,
Great
see,
move.
another trend of Wiggins
Point guard,
looking to
right?
play make. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
like
another
it.
storyline that hasn't actually really been written about just yet.
What's that?
Wiggins at the point.
Oh,
Yeah, just
interesting.
him
Yep.
looking to distribute more. I mean, I think Minnesota had some success at pieces of their time with him. Jokic just continues to eat up Looney.
Great defense by Oubre.
Man, Oubre is a
Fantastic.
scary defender.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's the one guy, like, when you used to play, rec league or pickup, it's like, ah, crap, he's got me.
Yeah, like he might make some gambles and stuff and give up a few, but you just hate him.
Nice. Great start so far. Steph with the back door. Malone has to call
Nice.
timeout. Looney with the feed. Vintage Warriors first two possessions.
I mean, I'm not going to get too excited, but I'm excited. This looks good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tamp down the.
Gabe, I'd rather have this excitement than concern or whatever the opposite feeling is going to be.
For sure.
Hey guys, I got family duties. I am so grateful to be on this. Rich, as always, it's great seeing you, young man. Gabe, pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
And let's connect real soon. All right.
All right. Thanks, Dub Agent.
Oh, anytime.
Ladies
anytime.
and gentlemen,
Happy holidays and be
WONG.
safe. All right. Take care, guys.
You too. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Go back to the Discord here. Can end somebody on here. Okay. Official invite is out.
Well, the other thing that matters this season beyond the Warriors, just with the obvious caveat of it being preseason and his first game ever, but Anthony Edwards is a league team worst -16 and 2 for 8 right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they kind of had to pick Edwards, though, right? So.
It made the most sense. Yeah. I want him to be very raw and not make them much better.
Right. Yeah. We want him to make the Timberwolves not that bad, but bad, right? So, top 3 protected for Minnesota.
Yeah. I think it would be pretty hard for them to be bottom 3. Like, they have enough talent, and there are some teams that are not good out there.
All right. We got the Wiggins highlights. So why don't you show that?
Oh, yeah, there we go. The pass. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Looney's just so smart about where to be, and it's nice to see Wiggins looking for him. Here's the Steph layup, too, while we're at it.
Oh, cool.
Now we got another long interview queued up with Myers now. Yeah, looks like they stopped.
Who had the highlight for Steph?
NBC.
Okay. Was that dishes it to Loon? No, there it is. Steph taking it to the rim. Yeah.
Steph missing another 3. I think he's a little rusty, but I don't care.
Yeah. And as the man of the franchise, first preseason game,
Yeah, I just
you're
wanted
not
it.
gonna take over at all. It's all good.
Yeah, his hand isn't broken. That's what matters.
Right.
Oubre with another block, but also another, like, he is for the second time allowed a guy to back cut him and then blocked his shot after he did that.
Oh, geez. Steph takes a charge. Everybody on the broadcast, no, you don't have to do that, Steph. It's okay.
Please
It's okay.
don't.
Yeah. Just don't take charges, bro. Yeah. Okay.
I think the one other thing worth noting here is that there does not seem to be any move in their half court towards Steph, like just doing ISO or kind of running the whole thing, which I thought maybe they'd mix in a lot more. I mean, they're never going to be like a James Harden offense, but you assume with this team that Steph's got to tick up his usage.
Yep.
But they seem content to still run motion.
Yeah. It might be just sort of the learning period for the rest of the guys. Like, that could come at a cost of the guys learning the system.
Yeah, Oubre with a nice little shot on the baseline. Yeah, early takes on Oubre is, I think, like a lot of these new guys, he's still sort of finding where he fits on the offense, but I like the energy, and the defense has been exciting. And Steph, right, with the transition 3 off Oubre's sort of causing it. There's Mannion on the bench.
I missed that because I'm trying to
I'll highlight
upload.
it if it gets posted. I'm sure it'll come up. Steph transition 3 is exciting. Their defense has been causing problems. Steph with a heat check misses it, but I love to see it.
Yes. Here for the heat check, baby. All right.
Oubre
Are you hearing anything interesting? What was that?
I was just saying, Oubre is giving Porter some problems, bothering him.
Okay. Are you hearing anything with Bob Myers? Probably not, because he's getting interrupted by timeouts. But
I have it on mute because I have it right next to the mic, so I don't want to flood my Zoom with it.
I'll check it out. I think they've been interrupted a few times now, so haven't really gotten momentum in the Myers interview yet.
Yeah. Team's looking great. They just keep doing it.
Yeah, cursed system. Now. Some people hate it, but it's here to preserve guys for the playoffs, which is one great observation that, quite frankly, my dad made during the bubble. You saw Miami give it their all in Game 5, keep things respectable. Game 6, they were just out of gas. And that's what happens when you don't have a curse system. When you don't have Phil Jackson playing, Judd Bushler in important minutes in the previous game. You have Jimmy Butler out of gas in that last game. So I think people got to just take a step back when they criticize Kerr for playing so many guys and having the system that they have. And the thing is inside the NBA, guys love that. They love it. Like Kelly Oubre talks about it. I asked him, are you going to run Clay's routes? And he pretty much said, no, don't look at it that way, please. Enough of that. So he said it's a system, and there's, doesn't matter who it is. You'll eventually, and you can see them running their plays here tonight, where Steph will come around the curl, go past the guy who has the ball, and sets, curls off of him like sort of triangle, and then cut through, and then the next guy come, and that's totally right. So it wasn't really. I mean, Clay really didn't have routes. He had the same routes as the next guy, Wiggins, to run through that system. So it's good to see. It's churning. You can see the movement.
Here we got a highlight of defense leading to Steph's transition 3.
Right. Let me tweet that out.
See Pascal and Oubre coming together there. Gary Harris is slow on that.
All day. Take that in. It's just so nice to see that. Jeez. Have we really not seen that in 9 months? Has it really been that long?
Yeah, and seriously, even longer, right? Like, really, it's been since the finals.
I'm going to tweet that.
And another big thing is, like, I mean, Jokic is obviously tearing him up, and Jokic is like, there's only a few guys in the league who can really guard him anyways. But Looney looks healthy. Like, he's moving, he's making good decisions. Like, he didn't right as I said that. But
oops, lost my earpiece.
Jinxed him.
Yeah, that's what happens. Is you say it and it happens. Yeah.
But really encouraging. They're gonna need him because he offers. Wiseman can't stay with guards the same way, I'm sure, that Looney can, and he offers them a great second look off the bench.
Nobody wants to come on the Zoom? Sheesh. Okay. Whatever. Oh, Steph missed a Euro. Oh, well. Let's see if we got any positive comments in the last hour and a half. Nobody.
Let's see, just randomness.
I'm almost, I'm going to invite somebody from the comments. Because the only people still watching are the positive people. If there's anybody watching, I really don't care. It's like, we're testing this out, and it may catch on, it may not. If it doesn't, we'll stop doing it. But if it does, we'll keep doing it. Jokic and 1.
Yeah,
but they're still down 15. Too much of a beat.
He's unguardable with anybody we have in the game right now. But I think they've done a really good job on everybody else. It's kind of what you'd expect. I mean, they're up 14 with Steph having not that great of a game and Jokic doing whatever he wants, which is surprising that they would be up that much of that.
Oh, nice move by Pascal, but couldn't finish. Here come the Nuggets.
Yeah, he's still attacking everybody, which is nice to see. Looney with the great verticality on Porter.
There's also, here's Steph in transition, so I got to shut up for a second. Oh, he put some moves on Jokic. Vintage, but Wiggins can't hit the open 3. But that was fun. I mean, we're right. Well, this is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Love it. Nice. Love it. Oh, nice play by whoever that was, Gary Harris.
Yeah, Harris. Yeah.
Gary, why did you not do? Harris has got to do those in crucial moments. In the bubble, he wasn't doing that.
No.
And also Jokic on the sequence before that. This is nitpicking, but he got the ball inside. Looney's on him. He's so unselfish. The extra pass, stiff. But you kind of rather him just beast Looney and get the 2 points right down there. Probably an and 1.
Yeah, I remember that from the bubble being, I was kind of rooting for them in the playoffs after that first round.
Me too.
They were the hope against LA, and can't root for LA. But
exactly.
He would just kind of pass up some post-ups when he looked like he had a good matchup. But it's okay. I mean, he makes the right decision most of the time. Yeah.
All right.
Super
Let's
encouraging.
just play the last highlight again, just in case anybody missed it.
Which one would that be?
The
Steph fast break 3.
Steph transition 3.
All right. Got the full screen it. Yeah, seen that before.
Love it. Love it. It's going to be interesting when they talk in the post game of how it was for Steph to drill that and have no fan reaction.
Yeah. I heard oh man, I wish I remember exactly where I heard this from, but I think it was on JJ Redick's podcast, and he had, I forget who it was, but it was somebody who had been playing in the bubble. Maybe it was Duncan Robinson. He's been on a few times. But he was asking him about shooting in the bubble, and they were talking about that. And I forget if it was JJ himself who said it or his guest, but he was like, it's absolutely easier to shoot when there aren't fans. Like it's just like you're shooting around at the gym. There aren't it's just the motion thing. I hadn't really thought about it, but just like you're looking at the rim and there's like people moving around behind it, like just that slight thing being removed makes it way easier to focus, right?
Wiggins missed a 3. It turned into a fast break for the Nuggets. Timeout.
Transition defense has not been great.
That one was a tough one, though. Warriors still up by 10, 6 minutes to go, third quarter. But that miss, that's kind of make or miss. That miss was so out. It just bounced so far out to the 3-point line that the Nuggets were already in stride.
Here's the highlight of Steph dancing on Jokic, even though the missed shot.
Yeah. That would have had Chase Center with the anticipation and then the
yeah.
Which man, you just missed that. That's one of the things about Oracle and Chase. I mean, it won't ever be Oracle, but the anticipation of the 3 like that will still be there, and just not having that is kind of sad.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards watch, not to be too negative about the kid, but it helps us. He now has 5 fouls and 5 points and is negative 17.
Wow.
I think he's going to be raw. I mean, he might still turn out to have been clearly the number 1 guy. Who knows? But all I need is 1 year of him not. Let him be a star next 2 years. There you go.
Check out Oubre. That's the one you want to kind of nice spin.
He did his little headbang thing.
So anyways, Steph and Pascal are all at the 20-minute mark, so that's it for them.
Yeah. See a lot.
They're out of the game.
They
Oubre
go
gets
to Oubre.
Yeah. He's happy. He's glaring. Got that glare. When you got the glare, you know good things happen.
Man,
Jokic right back.
He's so good.
Oops.
Got Bazemore back in with Wanamaker and Chris.
Oops. Sorry
Chris
about that.
spotting up and taking that 3 confidently again. Misses again, but he's not passing it up.
Yeah, that's good.
I think
he's low key. He low key, has a good, IQ of the game. Like, kind of knows what he's doing out there.
Mm-hmm. I have to imagine he also thinks after they draft Wiseman that if he doesn't hit 3s, he won't have a role very quickly.
Right. Yeah.
But if he can provide some stretch too, then he has more options. because a
But
lot of
anytime
what
he
he does,
talks,
yeah,
Yeah.
he just sounds like such the team player, and just bought in and really grateful for being on this team, despite the fact that he is in a position where he has to, fight for his minutes
yep.
coming
This
up
might,
against Wiseman.
yeah, we might be seeing what their second unit really looks like. Because
Here's the one thing about Chris that we're seeing on TV is he's very animated with reps. And I'd almost say that that's one area of improvement that he could try to get to, but it's interesting how that contrasts with his off the court demeanor. All right, we got the and one flex from NBC's Twitter. So that's Ubre.
oh yeah, yeah, he plays with like some real aggression.
Yeah. I wonder if they've had that talk. Like he said he was going to have a talk where, basically with Draymond and Clay and say, hey, I was a young 19-year-old back then in our altercations. But I think it's a situation where he could have that talk with Kerr and Steve would be like, look, don't worry about it. We're over it. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean the amount of little dust ups that these guys pick up over the years, like I don't think they hold any grudges unless it was like really crossing the line.
I was actually surprised when I asked him that in the Q&A that he went to the point where, I'm so regretful of that. I was expecting it to be water under the bridge. I even said that
Yeah,
when I asked the question, and he went the extra mile. So he really does want to fit in. He's trying
yeah,
hard.
he seems like a thoughtful young dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And we've been
Jokic just
seeing,
continues to
yeah,
abuse Chris.
whoever it is.
I mean, that was the one thing that they weren't able to do in the offseason was get another veteran big. And
Yeah.
they really need Wiseman to be.
Oubre missed the airball three right there.
Yep.
Jokic coming out. That's good.
Yeah,
It's
that's
deep for
probably it for
now.
Jokic.
No more abuse of our young 4.5. They're
Yeah.
not quite 5.
Jokic in 23 minutes finishes with 26, 10, and 5 on 9 for 11 shooting. But what that
Tip
does
your
mean
hat.
is that we've done a really good job on everybody else.
Yeah, there you go. Still up by 9. 3:30 to go. You got Wanamaker, Jordan Poole, Juan Toscano,
Yeah, very patient shot
Bazemore,
there by Poole.
and Poole hits a patient shot.
Yeah, I'm guessing Mannion isn't dressed, and I don't know exactly why, but I feel like we would have seen him by
Yeah,
now.
I do have a feeling that the NBA rule is 15, even in preseason. So it's probably wrong about that. So I guess the Bob Myers interview came and went, but he never really tells you anything. That's kind of
Yeah.
uh, the way he has with people. He's like a, tarot card reader, just
Yeah.
able to sense your feelings and make you feel like you talked about something, but you really didn't. Part of what makes him a great GM
Yeah.
is that you feel like you talked to him a lot in the interview, but really he didn't give you much.
Yeah, he's very good at sounding very authentic, but also not actually revealing stuff, like he doesn't come
Yeah,
off like he's
and
just
and he
BSing.
is. He is authentic though. It's one of those guys that you wish, you knew better because it's kind of like always got your back.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure
that's why I do not see Draymond ever being traded by Bob
no.
unless Draymond wanted it.
Right. Maybe at the very end of his career when if the Warriors aren't really competing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could definitely see them doing it as a favor to him, but I don't see him being shipped out unless it was like you had a real shot at Giannis and it was going to cost you Draymond. Like then you do it, but I don't see it.
All right, the lead is down to 9. Not that it really matters. We got second unit the rest of the way, probably third units coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna get some people we haven't heard of in a bit.
But it's cool that we're gonna get to see a lot of Brad Wanamaker and Jordan Poole right now. Let's see how they do. And
Wanamaker with a smart little defensive play to get that turnover. Great pass by Poole. Total mess of a move by Chris after that.
I love Chris. Like his demeanor on court is so opposite of off court. Like, Looney is the same, like on court and off court, but not Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is actually a guy. I mean, it's probably the same way you say it, the same amount, like relatively speaking, like Draymond off court and on court, like Chris, like the difference is still about the same for both guys.
Yep. Well,
Want to make a pull up 3, no good.
Yeah, looked good though.
There, that's got to be a charge. Good job, Marquise.
Just a lot of bodies falling on the ground.
Yeah. We got a lot of second unit players here. I don't even know who that is on the other team.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of slop on the way out here. PJ Dozier, they had him playing big minutes
PJ
in the
Dozier.
conference finals. Yeah. This little guy Campazzo, Italian player.
Yeah,
I've heard he's supposed to be pretty interesting, like pretty good passer.
Chris and the other guy, Denver's 5, kind of going at it. Here, I think that was like a frustration foul.
Yeah.
I didn't see the replay yet, but good for Marquise to get on the line here. Penalty.
Draymond posting on his Instagram story of him just like drinking brandy and watching the game.
Nice. I think a lot of our guys are camera shy here.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, we've also got parents.
That's fair.
A lot of people. Yeah. One reason why Paul had to go. I'm gonna go look at that Draymond IG story.
Yeah, we're gonna be running low on interesting things to say here too.
Yeah, but so are Kalena and Fitz. So
yeah,
we don't lose any. Oh, let's see if anybody actually replied to me.
Not from what I saw. Yeah.
Okay. Story, Draymond. There it is. There it is. Oh yeah, he's doing that whole thing where it's my alcohol is better than your alcohol, Mav Carter. Steve Stout, King James. Yeah.
Sure. Looking around the league, looks like games have all wrapped up mostly. Minnesota pulled closer to Memphis in third unit time, but they'll probably lose. John Morant had a huge game.
Oh my God, they're playing. You got it on mute, but they're playing defense. Crowd noise. Defense.
Oh yeah, that's something I haven't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Have they
know
been
it's
doing
not
it throughout
game operations. I know it's not their call. I know it's probably coming from the NBA. So let's blame the NBA on that.
Have they been
Just,
playing some noise throughout the game? 'Cause I've had it
I
on
have
mute.
no idea. No idea.
Because I was watching some of the other games, and it's real hit or miss. Charlotte's, they were running in-game sound, like fake fan noise, but they were off and like syncing it weird, and it was terrible. Like they had the fans cheering sometimes when the other team made shots, and like it was just like all over the place.
No. Yeah, those might be little jumbotron control issues in terms of hitting the wrong switch. New guy or the jumbotron guy has not done this for X number of months.
Yeah,
little rusty.
Preseason for everybody.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, RJ Hampton's on the Nuggets. I forgot about that. He's their rookie. Got to look at him. Warriors are coughing up this lead in the deep garbage minutes.
Yeah. It's also interesting to see all those stands being pulled out. Kind of looks like the bubble behind the benches.
Yeah.
We've heard that there's going to be LCD screens. It makes sense. Like, why would they not do that, considering there's no fans physically there allowed for the foreseeable future? So, hey, you can be a virtual fan for $20, whatever it is. So they're going to do that. Why wouldn't they? So we'll see those soon. Actually, somebody in our Discord heard about that first, which was kind of cool. So we have people who know people locally, some people who, have knowledge to some of the construction stuff that's going on. So that's fun. Okay, Denver has caught up to, 5 points down. Warriors with the ball with the third quarter coming down. Nice to be Mike Malone still coaching like a fiend on their defense. Jordan Poole, one-on-one move here. Wanamaker with the charge as he tried to dish back out to Poole.
Yeah, right idea. Just kind of got in the air.
Yeah. See what happens here. 10 seconds to go. Warriors up 5, third quarter.
I think we're going to get a lot of slam each in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, which is good. We need to see what this kid can do. It's been a while. Got a timeout here. Oh, it's a coach's challenge on the Wanamaker charge. All right.
We're doing challenges in preseason?
I know, right? Preseason. Well, Steve's got to get his feet wet with the challenges because he wasn't too good at it last year.
Sure.
Did they change the rule yet? Because I saw something. I think maybe Shams had tweeted today. I was doing something else. Just saw the notification that you could get another challenge back if you won the challenge that you had.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go look at Shams's timeline. See what we got here. Probably quick look at highlights. Probably have 0 highlights. That's right. No highlights. NBA officially adopting coaches challenge as part of competition, but rules remain status quo. 2 common suggestions were award second challenge if the first was successful, or team retains timeout following successful challenge. League evaluating potential modifications in future. So sounds like this year, no change.
Okay.
So Wanamaker, that should not be a charge because how do you pronounce this? Campazzo?
Campazzo.
His left foot was on the circle.
Yeah, looks like
So
they overturned it.
Wanamaker, cool. Wanamaker gets 2 free throws. Love it.
Kerr gets his first win.
Yeah. Kerr 1 for 1. Just stop there, coach. No more. Take your win. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you got to use those in strategic times. We saw in the bubble though, it's probably best to save them. How many do you get? 1 or 2?
I think you get 2.
Okay, so save them. I was right, plural.
I think so. I might be.
Towards the end, because we saw a couple times where they burned it early. I think even Spolstra did that one game. Burned one early and then could have used one later on.
Yeah.
So those are tough. But I like it. They should change it next year, where if you're successful, then you get to still have a challenge. Because some of these, like, it's the ones where the ref truly screwed up, and you're just so pissed off by that. You
Yeah.
have to understand that for some reason, the fates will collide, and all 3 refs will not have seen what seems to be obvious to everybody else in replay. And that, just by the nature of the game, might happen once a game. So I see the rule changing, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this year.
Yeah, there's always that balancing act of like how much time do we want to burn on like doing replays versus actually making sure things are right. Looks like Chris Paul didn't play. I was kind of interested in seeing the Suns, but he sat out.
Yeah, totally. There's a lot of teams that you would put on your, was it top 5 or 7 on League Pass now? But
yeah, I've always just got the full thing, and then I have a few
good for you.
I have a few friends who split it because you can watch it multiple times with the same people. So we divide it by 4 or 5 of us, depending on who's interested.
Oh, so what does it come down to for each of you?
I think it's like $200, so it's like 40 or 50, depending on whether we get 4 or 5.
That's not bad.
No, not at all.
Can't read much. Oh, okay. Kareth is saying it's cold at Chase, as it would be minus 19,000, body heat.
Yep.
All right, I got to check my tweet here. Not my tweet. Somebody tweeted me. Oh, cool. My buddy, Sam Hustis, has posted a video of what it's like to watch this game with action happening on the floor from the press row. So I'll check that out later.
Oh, neat.
But he's up, they're all spread out. So we used to sit all together by section 124 and 5, I want to say, which is almost the baseline up from the Warriors bench. So go another corner over, and there we are. Which, the thing about Chase is, I don't know if you've been there or not, but you can have good angles at every seat. There's not a bad seat.
Yeah, I had the literal farthest back seats on one of these games last year, and it was fine.
So it was nosebleed. It was nosebleed?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was okay?
Yeah, it was similar to Oracle, I think, in that, like, you know, regardless of how far back you are, you can still see. I felt like since it's a little steeper in Chase, so you can see a little better at the top.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I mean, there were some seats at Oracle. There were some seats at Oracle that way up there that just weren't as good. So I think they've eliminated those, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's just the.
Marquise,
nice, Chris.
All
right,
nice,
you and
block
I
from
seem to
behind.
be on the same.
Yes. Yeah. Well, wait, are you on cable? Because I'm streaming.
I mean, I have like YouTube TV, so it's sort of.
Oh,
both.
okay, yeah. So it's not straight cable, yeah.
Oh.
Jordan Poole.
Nice. Yeah.
Strong strong righty scoop high off the backboard.
Yeah, his offenses look way more confident, or like sort of how
This
it was
is
at the end
this
of
is
the year.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, it'll be interesting. Look, I'm looking way too far ahead in the future, but let's say Oubre is still having problems being comfortable. It wouldn't be that far. I mean, he was supposed to come in as a sixth man with Clay there. I mean, it's not that bad to like just swap Clay for Poole and then have Oubre be like the Iguodala come off the bench. We know through the past 5, 6, 7 years that being the sixth man on the Warriors is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So
My only
if he
wonder there
continues
is
to do
just
this,
the defense. I
yeah,
think Kerr's gonna play
true.
Oubre because he likes having the two guy be able to match the opposing
Good point.
star guard.
Yeah,
But I
that's a
think
good point.
like Poole definitely fits the offensive scheme better. Like he could come around those curls and stuff the way that Clay did.
Someone just tweeted that Poole is 4 for 4, 10 points so far.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Exactly what you wanted from him in the preseason game, coming off the bench like that.
Oh, here's Smiley coming back in.
Here he comes. He replaces Chris. So we've got Wanamaker, Jordan Poole, Bazemore. Who's the other forward?
Is Juan still out there? Or no, they got one of the.
Yeah, that is Juan. No, that isn't. Sorry.
No, it's a Tupan or Tup. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. It's French, so I'm throwing a French accent on
and
there.
Smiley at the 5. Nuggets 5 is number 22. I don't know who that is, but that's who Smiley has to guard.
We're entering the part of the game where there's going to be a lot of unrecognizable folks out there. Oh, that must be their rookie. Is it their rookie?
It is don't know. But Axel Tupan, it is pronounced Tupan.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Bazemore gets a little bell out.
Yeah. Denver's playing 3 rookies right now, I think.
Yeah. But we played
22.
how many rookies? We played how many rookies as starters last year throughout?
Yeah, or guys that were
15
basically rookies. All right, what you got, Smiley?
Nice. Okay, Smiley. Oh, got blocked at the last moment.
Nice. Wanamaker has made a few of those Iguodala-esque like swipe downs.
That's exactly what Fitz just said. So, but
I mean, I'll never see that basketball play ever again and not think of Iguodala.
Right, exactly. That's an Iguodala play now. He's earned it. They're really talking about Iguodala a lot.
Yeah. I don't know about Smiley, man. That was decent, at least. I'm not sure what he does that puts him on the court above anybody who is ahead of him, you know?
Yeah. What? Oh,
yeah,
Bazemore.
I don't know that. Weird. Didn't see that at all.
I don't know. I was impressed with Wanamaker in the bubble, and he's doing exactly what I was impressed by. Except actually, he hasn't hit a big 3 yet, which is what I saw a lot in the bubble too. Not a lot here and there. There was definitely one game where he was just hitting stuff, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yep.
And then he continued to play good defense as well. Like I often felt that he was the second best defender on the Celtics aside from Marcus Smart, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
we know how good Smart.
There.
Yeah.
And
he switches the worst shot in basketball, which is the step back 22-footer.
Yeah.
Just inside the line.
He hadn't made a jumper yet. I think he wanted to just see one go in.
Yeah, that's nice though.
Yeah, we're
It's
getting
only the
into a
worst
little bit of
shot
a
in
pickup game.
basketball. Yeah, it's only the worst shot in basketball just because, of the advent of the three now. Uh-oh, what do we got? Wanamaker or Smiley?
Yeah, they're calling that a push off. I don't know. That looked pretty weak,
Yeah.
but also whatever. Kent Bazemore is going to be our scoring leader, it looks like. Just as we all
How many
predicted.
points does he have?
13.
Not bad, Baze.
Yeah.
For him to, Nico Mannion.
Hey.
Okay, so you can have more than 15, right?
Yep. And Mulder
Gotta be.
too. And Lee.
Yeah.
Look, this is like the fourth string that's in there now.
Okay, let's see what he's got.
But yeah, suddenly something
is,
interesting to look at because I was getting a little tired of just watching Smiley games.
Yeah, there's that. For sure there's that. And the fact that Nico is probably the most popular non-starting Warrior, if our YouTube views are any indication.
If my 8th grade
guys love him.
are any indication.
That too. Looked like Lee did a good job there taking the charge, but no call. Good no call. Just keep the game going. Nico now getting hounded by Campazzo. Good job not losing the ball, but that was fun to watch them go at it. Mulder, there you go.
There we go.
Doing what he needs to do to stay on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? You kind of got to keep him with the void that Clay left. I love Wong, but
oof.
It's hard to find shooters like that, and we saw it in the bubble where teams just didn't have a guy that could, aside from the Heat.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
That was one of those Clay, shooting pocket right here, bam, bam, like millisecond release. Yeah, I like that.
Well, like you said with Toscano, like these shots mean a lot for him.
Yeah, it's like if we had to, hate to do this, but if you had to, graph the trajectory of these guys, oh my goodness, Damian Lee feeling it too. All right. I didn't even realize the Warriors had gotten behind. So that's 9 straight points. So that means now they're up 7.
The third unit had kind of fallen apart there. But yeah,
Nico getting that free assist.
Yep. Yeah, he's got 2 on those.
Yeah. Let's see if any highlights come out. Waiting for NBC here. I think that'd be
Are we going to get Bull from Denver? That would be fun.
Oh, yeah. I would really love to see that. Okay. Day in the life of a YouTube Instagram uploader is that the background music on the Steph pregame is getting flagged. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to silence all that crap. And people will get mad in the comments again as I only have boring music. All right, our Discord is going crazy now with excitement over the last couple threes, last 3 threes. Always fun to get those notifications. It's really going crazy. All right, here. Yeah, I can just see myself at the arena trying to upload these videos, but we would have probably gotten, let's see, we would have had more extended Oubre Wiggins footage. We probably would have got to see, just checking off things that Let's Go Warriors brings to fans that you don't see normally we would have got to see how Wiggins and Oubre finished their routines, because they always finish with a dunk, and Oubre is going to be pretty wow. Plus with Wiggins. Other than that, just kind of seeing maybe Nico Mannion early on would be interesting for a lot of our people and your kids
Yeah.
at school. Um,
Oh, we
some of
got
these
a Bull
tweets coming
Bull
in.
sighting.
All right.
Let's make it fun. Got Mannion and Bull, two big like high school recruits that kind of didn't get what they thought they were getting.
There it is, official Warriors tweet. Michael Mulder, 2 straight threes.
There it is. Yep. Throw it up here. That second one he just put up without even really thinking about it.
Yeah, that was nice. Excuse me. All right. Let's get that highlight up on our Twitter. Our Twitter has all of them. Maybe next time I can put them on the YouTube story for people.
Miley.
Yeah.
Well, not quite.
There's Ball. Isn't that a sight? I mean, golly.
He
It
looks
used
so
to be
much like his
dad, except just a little shorter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just out there on a court that's, blue and gold, right? It's just crazy. I love it.
Miley cannot guard on the perimeter.
It's like
Let's see what Nico can do.
We're reaching that maximum point of like rooting for him, but it's not turning into any production. So
I don't think he's a
we're
NBA
losing
player.
faith. We're losing faith. Yeah.
If we were
is
a terrible team for the next several years, like I'd be fine with just letting him kind of figure it out, but I don't think we got the time. Let's see what Mannion can do. All right.
Bring it up yourself, Bol. Come on. Yep. Now Fitz was talking about Manute shooting threes. Yep. That release was like this.
Mm-hmm.
It was nuts. Sure, Bol's release much better than that. Haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. Mannion looks confident dribbling around.
Oh, yes. Wow, Mulder again. On fire. Okay. I love you, Juan, but man, this this is making the decision so easy.
Yeah, he just fills a need. And pretty good close out there. Hampton looks kind of lost, but that was kind of the knock on him, as he's super raw.
That's a quick release. They're doing the replay. That's slow motion.
Yeah, he was putting that up as soon as he came around.
Okay, Nico.
Nico, Smiley, pick and roll. Oh, that's a foul.
Damian just got hammered.
His face.
But yeah, Konkar just kind of threw his body at him. That wasn't really a basketball play. It wasn't. It wasn't dirty, but it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he lost
momentum. Just bad basketball.
We got Wesson out there now.
All right. Is he number 0? Is that what I see?
No, Wesson's 43. And then
Nico misses.
Nice look by Nico, but missed. Bol taking the ball up. Who's this other guy, though? Must be the other training camp invite, whose name I don't remember.
It's either Dwayne Sutton or... Oh, so he's bigger, so that might be Wesson's 43.
Yeah, it's 43? Both of them, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Sutton's 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
Weston and
Sutton's
Sutton.
got big hair. Cool.
All right, it's something to look at.
4 minutes to go, under 4 with the Warriors up 199.
See if we get a close game at the end for random fun. That's a foul.
Nice, Damian.
Yep.
Finagle's a foul there
Yep, running that off
on the
ball
curl. It
play.
wasn't great defense either, but good job to get to the line, especially in a close game. It was Tankar again.
He's a little out of control there.
Yeah.
I have never heard of him before.
Let's clear the gym and have him go one-on-one with Smiley. I paid money for that. A little bit of money. $1.
Oh boy.
Damian with 3 trips to the line here. I did notice that they had the same photographer there, so he got access. Oh, Damian missed the second free throw. But there aren't a lot of photographers. There he is. You can see him on TV. That's Noah Graham, one of the, I guess, stalwarts of NBA photography. The other ones being, I can't remember their names. Sorry, but you see them at all the ESPN and TNT games. Yeah, Steph's having fun there. Bad pass. He catches the bad pass, gets off the bench to catch the bad pass. Behind the back toss to the ref.
I'm so happy seeing him just on my TV again.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if the basketball was hit or miss.
Good hustle. Okay, Wesson.
Yeah. Oof, Sutton with a couple
definitely sloppy, but
yeah.
Oh well. 4th string.
I mean, another big takeaway from tonight is just feeling like we actually have depth, especially knowing that Draymond and Wiseman are not on the court today.
Yeah. Yeah,
I feel like we actually have a bench this year, which is great.
It's great to know that they're coming. Like they will be here. Maybe not in the preseason, but by Brooklyn, that's the plan for sure. To be NBA ready by Brooklyn. Steve literally said that in the pregame.
Yeah.
To those 2 guys. Yeah, so I think we'll probably we'll just probably end it after the final buzzer. I will go on to our Discord, maybe Twitter for a couple tweets and catch the post-game Zoom with everybody. So people should expect some more post-game YouTubes after this.
Yeah.
The pregame Steph IG Live that I'm still uploading as we speak just takes a while. It was 20 minutes of footage that I think a lot of people will like and that a lot of people will watch the whole way through because it's been 9 months. So that's been taking up a lot of my time here on my phone that processes that video. But we do have pregame Steve Kerr coming, and that's where you can get caught up on the status of Wiseman and Draymond. Also, the whole Oubre getting comfortable thing, which was kind of like surprising. That's not news you normally get out of practices.
Yeah.
And the Wanamaker being like Sean Livingston, strong and steady type personality were the big ones that we got out of there. So people can listen to that or watch Steve on that. It was also interesting, side note for me to see all the media logging in by Zoom, even though they were in different places at Chase. That was kind of interesting because you just really didn't know how that was going to, and it was official. So,
right.
Like, let's respect the transmission of this virus and not, just really lower the risk and have everybody in different locations. So that's kind of cool. And they planned it out. Like Tim Kawakami, you sit here, Monty Pool, you sit there, Harrisburg, you go over here. They had it all planned. So
Yeah.
all that little extra work, good stuff. We got this checked off. Game 1 here. 3 minutes to go still. And again, just good to see Steph even on the bench on TV. Like, okay, normal Warriors basketball, man. Finally.
Yeah, you see him drumming, as Kareth saying. This rookie Najee, the guy who's made the last few shots, has looked pretty decent for Denver. They just keep getting big guys who can shoot. They have a lot of them.
Yeah. Kind of fun to see a franchise's kind of the way they pick guys, kind of see it throughout.
Yep. Mulder was real confident on that.
And you know what? It's good to see a franchise like the Nuggets rise. It's not the same old, hey, this is a Warriors channel. We're gonna talk about that. It's like Lakers get some big free agent. Yeah, that's just how it goes. And it's good to see a different team kind of just earn their own stripes.
Yeah. Denver's fun. They've got kind of an odd group of team, like that group of guys. So it's like an interesting mesh. You don't have this sort of obvious, like Jokic as your best player is like an odd hub,
Yeah. And the rise of Jamal Murray in the bubble. It's just like, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool to see.
We'll see if he can do that.
Yeah.
Mannion's doing a good job of just kind of being a backup point guard, nothing flashy.
Exactly. Now he pulls for 3. It's short though. It was online. Warriors up by 3. 1:30 remaining. All right. Well,
Nice, good
JB
hustle.
got fouled, so here we go. 1:22 left. Warriors up by 3. There's not a whole lot left to root for, so let's go ahead and root for the win. Even though this is preseason, totally doesn't matter.
Be nice to get one.
Yeah, especially for it's only had 15 of them last season, maybe even including preseason. I don't even remember, but I wouldn't be surprised if our preseason in 2019 sucked as well.
Cans have been great, yeah.
All right, let's try upload number 4 on this Steph Curry pregame stuff.
All right, haven't seen Bull get a touch really on offense. It'd be nice to see it.
Right, I know, yeah. He looks so unique out there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this guy should get the ball. He's the tallest guy out there. And there he is, just getting the ball, but gets fouled.
Good defense by Wesson there on the initial block.
Fitz is now talking about the way Wiseman moves, and he's so smooth, just the way that he runs up and down the court. So, man, I just cross my fingers that maybe he'll get a look in the second game at Sacramento.
This Campazzo guy is hustling his heart out here.
He's like, TJ McConnell, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's a good
Bull
comp.
with a nice rebound. Nico missed another three there.
Yeah, it's a
So
nice
he's
move to
probably
get
0 for
open.
4 or something.
Yeah, hasn't found it yet. Warriors are
Okay, 1
small.
point game here, 38.6 left. Warriors.
All right, let's see
Warriors
it.
with the ball.
I can't even think about. I guess Mulder would hopefully be your option here. I don't know who else can score. Lee can hit a shot.
Waiting in the corner, and it's Nico with the drive. Is that a
He
goaltending?
blows the layup.
Oh, he blew the layup, and then there's a foul on the rebound by Weston. Just hope it's. Are they in penalty? Oh my goodness, they're in penalty. Shooting 2. So Denver is down 1. They're going to shoot 2 free throws. Man, that layup should have dropped. Got to be at least 0 for 5, I think.
Yeah, not a great
20
offensive
seconds
zone.
left. Ball at the line. No good.
All right, we'll have the ball, the chance to win.
Steph. Love Steph. He's getting everybody to yell and scream at the bowl. And he misses both. And
Nice.
you know, they're happy.
Nuggets gonna try to foul.
They got a foul, guys. Come on. Nuggets. Young Nuggets. Hello.
Yeah, I guess they were like, it's preseason.
They
Do
wasted
we try to win?
almost
Like,
10 seconds. Yeah. Can we just go to the hotel?
I like Steph and Bazemore on the bench together, though.
Oh, great. My stream is buggy.
Mulder misses the first.
Oh, my goodness.
This is going to be a sloppy ending here from both teams. All right, Mulder gets
2.
second.
9.4 left. Warriors up by 2. 9 seconds left. Denver calls timeout. Let's see what happens. At least this is fun and interesting.
Yeah.
I'm tired, though, but this is what I do. And I really appreciate you coming on. I know your wife's away visiting family, so that frees you up. So I'm lucky to have you. So this is fun.
Well, I
This is
appreciate
really
it. It's fun.
our first. Yeah, maybe it'll catch on, maybe it won't, but it's good to know what it's like. And it's tiring, Fitz and Helena sitting there the whole time. You kind of give some respect to that.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I'm gonna get my stream back. It's
okay. The 18 of people who stuck with us are heroes.
Oh, cool. Hey, thanks, 18 people. I mean, really, it means a lot. It really does. I would have done this with 0 people, just out of the love, because sooner or later, we're going to get other people that want to have just so happen to not have anybody to watch with. And here we are. We're here for you. Nico Mannion, by the way, is wearing the Curry 8.
Okay.
And I wanna ask him about that too, because we've already seen Damian Lee say it gives him a slight advantage. Bazemore also said the same.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Possession. Nico with some tough
goodness.
D. That's an insane shot.
Oh wow!
Mulder.
That
with
was
the game ball.
what? What is that? 35-foot.
They had like
shot
3.5 seconds left when he put it up.
Wow! So it hit rim. It hit rim. It looked a lot better than you thought it would look.
Yeah.
And they missed, and the Warriors take the win. We'll take it. Steph goes to the locker room quickly. James Wiseman is out.
Not wearing his mask correctly.
Right. Yeah, you just hope, everybody tested negative on the PCR test, and you hope
I'm
the
assuming
PCR test is good.
Yeah, I'm assuming he wouldn't be allowed down there if it wasn't.
All right. So everybody's saying hello to each other. And,
Yeah.
we're
All right.
good here.
Nice to start with a W, no matter what it what it is.
Yeah, we'll take it. All right. So, excuse me, gotta sneeze real quick. Okay. Again, no fans. Good to see Ralph Walker there. Steph's security guy. Well, actually, Warriors security guy. They got Jordan Poole for the post game. Well, we'll cut out here. We'll dip. It was great for the 18 of you to come on and not leave a negative comment, not want to have a stream. It was good to see. Okay, so we got a lot of good takes from you, but what's the one thing, if you had to pick one, what's the one thing you're going to take away here?
I mean, I think it's the sign of a real bench. I think that's the lasting impression that I got was, I mean, sort of everyone looked a little sloppy at times, but like we kind of know what we're going to get with Draymond and Steph once Draymond's back in the lineup. And like that'll, Wiggins and Oubre will be interesting, but we kind of know who they are at least. It's just kind of like, how do they fit in? But seeing that like Bazemore and Poole and Looney all look really lively and engaged and healthy in Looney's case, like Wanamaker looking really steady, I mean, then thinking about Pascal sliding back down to the bench when Draymond comes back, like we have a bench, and I think that's exciting.
Yeah, that is the right basketball take for today, I would say. For me, I'm just going to say Steph is back. Everything about him, the pregame, the tunnel shot, which needs a new name now, which he made on the first, the bench antics. It's just so much fun. It's just like so different. So it's great to have him back and really the team back, but the team is him. So comforting now to like be able to, oh yeah, we have Steve Kerr pregame Zoom session now, Q&A, and then right after that, Steph is on the floor and let's hope somebody streams it live, right? And it's just kind of that thing that's like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about it. I literally forgot
Excitement
about
is
that.
back.
Yeah. So cool. Thanks, man. Stay safe. We'll see you back on the Discord. If anybody wants to be on the Discord, just go to our about page and email me. My email is there, and we'll get you hooked up from there. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut the live stream now, and